What is up? How's it going? We're back for another week of PWO here.
Good old YouTube only
That's
PWO. First, some plugs. Make sure you guys follow us at PSO Sports 1 on Twitter and Instagram. And then Pointless Sports Opinions on Facebook, YouTube as you're watching, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, Anchor, Spotify, and probably a bunch of other stuff that we don't even know about.
Yeah, that we don't know about.
But a lot of big stuff happened this weekend.
New shake-up on WWE here.
After the TLC pay-per-view, which was all right. What would you grade it? What would you grade it?
Probably like a 6 or 7.
6 or 7?
I thought the final match was good.
The final match was great. I loved it.
The girls.
I'd give it probably about a 5. It was average.
Yeah.
I wasn't too pumped throughout it. It was kind of predictable. You know?
You think?
I think so. I thought it was predictable. But yeah, let's get going on Raw.
So on Raw, obviously Vince McMahon said, like, before TLC, I think it was, that he was coming back on Raw, going to shake things up on Raw and SmackDown. So that's what they did. Vince McMahon came out, then Stephanie, Triple H, and Shane McMahon. Then they said they are going to take over the shows, but the difference is the fans are the authority this time. So I don't know how that's going to work. How do you think this will help WWE and the ratings?
I think anytime you say Vince McMahon and Triple H are going to be on Raw, it's going to help the ratings the first week, you know? Like, because I watched it because I was curious.
A lot of people probably did.
Because, I'm like, oh, shit, Vince McMahon's going on. I got to watch that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in the long run, unless Vince and Triple H are going to be there every week, which Vince look like shit.
I mean, they probably will. They won't be on TV, though.
Yeah, Vince is always there. He's in the back, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't like being out on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, right
on the truck. Yeah. You've seen what he looks like now. Not the greatest, but...
But, I mean, I don't know. I thought first week it was about the same as it's always been.
I thought it was good. I thought they did a really good job on shaking it up. Got new stars doing different things. Not new stars, but new talent instead of the same old talent.
Yeah, like, I thought they did better on SmackDown than Raw when it came to that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I hope it helps. I hope it helps the ratings, but I still like the GM shit. You know? I feel like we've always had the GM stuff.
Yeah, but the ones they had weren't the greatest.
Well, that's their fault. Book a different one. Like, whenever you go with, on SmackDown, Paige is the GM, that's not interesting. And they're talking about, Baron Corbin is not I mean, I get it that he's got heat, but he's boring. Yeah. It's not good heat, it's bad heat, you know?
Awful.
They don't like him because he's a bad guy. They don't like him because he sucks.
Yeah.
You know, there's different kinds of heat. But... yeah, like they just booked the wrong people to be GMs. Like, think about back in the day when you had Stephanie on SmackDown as a GM and Eric Bischoff on Raw. You had Teddy Long against Eric Bischoff, and I mean, they did good back then. Why can't they do that now? Yeah. You just need to book the right people.
They're thinking. I saw something on Twitter. Like somebody put a poll up, and they put one of them as like Kurt Angle, Baron Corbin again, Hulk Hogan, and then who other.
I'm telling you right now, if Hogan gets a GM spot, that'd be... I don't know if that'd be good or bad.
I'd vote for the Hogan just because it'd be funny.
I think it'd be cool, but at the same time, he's got bad heat.
Yeah.
Like,
it's calmed down, though.
But if he became GM, I'm telling you right now, there'd be an uproar on Twitter and everything. Get Hogan out of there. Get him fired.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's got some demons.
Yeah. Not the greatest. So after that, Baron Corbin comes out. He's talking to McMahon's not. He's saying he should be GM still since he lost his power. And then Triple H said, all right, we'll have a match against Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable and Apollo Crews. That was like a three-way or handicap match. Then Baron Corbin leaves the ring. Kurt Angle comes out, pushes him back into the ring. And then... they do all their like
basically the same thing as TLC.
Yeah, exactly. They were all out there ambushing them.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was. I was like, oh wow, this is the same exact thing that happened the night before, which is what they've been trying to avoid. But I mean, I guess the only thing I like about there not being a GM is does that mean Kurt Angle's going to be a full-time superstar?
It might be.
You know, like I like seeing Kurt
part-time, but I mean more of.
He said he didn't want to go part-time.
Yeah.
Big Kurt wants to go full-time. Like, I mean, they did that with Sting, though, and look what happened to Sting. I think they're scared after the Sting event, they won't do it, but I thought this match was just like the one last night. And they didn't even talk about Strowman at all or anything. I guess they just
Because
wanted.
he probably went back to like his injury.
Yeah, they probably
So.
just like kept him off the shelf. Hopefully, he can return for the Rumble. I'm
Yeah.
crossing my fingers because if anybody should get a push, it's him.
Yeah.
He needs at least one title run, but
We'll see here.
I thought it was an interesting match. I don't know why you're throwing like Rude and Gable. Like Rude and Gable could easily had to.
I think just because he did them wrong. That's the only reason why.
I know, like, but I get it. He should have did like superstars that aren't on consistently.
Yeah.
Like Rude and Gable were the tag champions.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a tag championship match.
They didn't.
Because of that. And like Apollo Crews fits that bill perfectly. He did wrong. He's never on
TV.
Yeah, big time events. He never does anything. So like I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But Rude and Gable, they're tag champions. You took that away from them.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
So then they announced later that match. I forget. No, AOP. Because Drake Maverick, I think, went up to like Shane or something and told him that's not fair. Or Vince. And told him that's not fair that they lost their belts. And then he assigned him, what would you call that? Fatal 4-Way? Pretty much, yeah.
14 tag match.
Yeah. The Lucha House Party and the B Team, AOP and the Revival. The winner faces Rude and Gable for the tag champions next Monday, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the Revival wins.
I feel like they just throw a Lucha House Party out there just to throw bodies out there.
I think just because it's, the new tag team. Like they made it up.
They're kind of interested in the ring. I give them
Just because they're
that.
that high flyer.
Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. I didn't understand why they're a part of that.
I only feel like the Revival won is just because of what Seth Rollins said
What do you say?
last week about the ratings and the Revival are a really good tag team.
Oh, yeah, they're probably just playing. I didn't even
And they
see
said like NXT they were really good supposedly, which never really watched.
Who's
the
what
Revival.
are their names? I've always.
Dawson and
Scott Dawson and what's the other? Yeah, what's the other guy's
something
name?
else. I can't think.
I can't remember either.
Yeah,
But yeah, they were like a huge tag team
And
in
NXT.
NXT. But I mean, I if anybody give them the titles. Give
see
them
what they can do.
over Rude and Gable. Have them have like a little feud. I like that because the Revival they were like I think they were a heel tag team in NXT, but they were like the heels that people cheered for.
Yeah.
Type stuff and like. Yeah, I had a bunch of buddies that they really like the Revival.
Yeah.
Cause they watch NXT
Which we
a
never
lot
really
more.
knew,
Yeah,
watched them.
Just
So.
like me and you knew one of the guys. I don't know either one of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, if this is a trend that we're gonna start doing is pushing these younger guys, I like it.
Yeah. Kind of for the ending of the show, which they've been pushing women talent a lot now, which they need to.
I mean, honestly,
it's
like
been good.
this is the time to do it.
It's been really good. The talent's been really good for women.
Like I didn't like it whenever they were pushing it with like Sasha Banks and Bailey.
Yeah.
Sasha and Charlotte.
The
I guess
pre-evolution, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
like
or the four horsewomen and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like I didn't like it when they were pushing that, but whenever you said, okay, the main event of a pay-per-view is going to be Asuka against Becky Lynch against Charlotte in a ladder match. Give me that 10 times out of 10. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good match.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Ronda Rousey was out in the ring talking about whatever she was talking about, Nia Jax, and how she, I guess, messed up the final match. And then she said, let's have an open challenge. Stephanie McMahon came out with all the
copied
talent.
Becky Lynch's shit.
Yeah, Stephanie McMahon came out with all the women's talent, and they had a gauntlet match. And Natalya won that, and she gets to face Ronda for the belt.
Did you watch the end of that?
Where she came out and put her arm up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
Because they're friends.
That's stupid.
They're friends on show. I mean, they're probably friends in real life, but they're friends on the show.
And I wasn't a fan of the Natalya and Ruby Riott match at TLC. I thought it was stupid.
That was bad, yeah.
Okay, first off on that, me and you, I was talking about it. I threw a little bitch fit on this couch over here. How the hell is WWE PG? You can't say like bitch and ass and shit. You can't say any of that. You can't even slip it out. But you can put a
Dead father?
giant cutout of a dead person on a table and rub the person's face in it that it was her father.
I don't
How can
know.
you do that?
I don't know.
WWE's
Ask
just
WWE.
They're just like, all right, yeah, keep it PG, don't cuss, but you can rub this girl's face on her dead father's face.
Ask the writers.
But I mean, Natalya, I think the whole point of the McMahon stuff, and like we're gonna talk about it later in SmackDown with like Mustafa Ali and stuff like that. But I like it, and like the Revival one, I think they're gonna start pushing the guys at the bottom that are like really good and people like
the talent.
Yeah, which I mean, I guess that's the point of making like the fans are the authority. Like if you like the guy, he's going to get pushed.
Yeah.
You know, like Zack Ryder probably got pushed about 5 years ago.
Yeah, he did. Well, he did.
I mean, kind of.
He did.
He won the Intercontinental title?
It was the U.S., I think.
At the ladder match or whatever at WrestleMania.
And then that was the IC title, but...
He lost it the next night, but still, like... I guess if they keep up with this trend, so people like Natalya, and... I mean, I think she's okay in the ring.
She's alright, yeah.
My thing is...
She's a veteran.
I always think of who can carry Rousey, because Rousey's still...
new to the business.
Yeah, she's only been wrestling about a year.
About all of everything, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess, I mean, Natalya's been around a while, but she's kind of slow in the ring. But yeah, I think this, if anything, though, this might be the main event next week.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
they already had it last week
and
this week.
On Raw, Raw's open to that because the freaking champion doesn't show up.
Yeah,
at all.
Exactly.
You know, so if any brand's
They said the last time he had a match was 2002.
Oh my God.
2002. I forget who said that, but I think it was Seth Rollins or something like that. But yeah, 2002. He was on Raw or a show for a match.
It was probably Raw because he was on the Raw brand for a long time.
Might have been SmackDown.
He might have meant the last time he was on a Raw show.
Oh, yeah.
Because when he wrestled on SmackDown, he wrestled SmackDown every week until like 2005.
Yeah.
Because he fought like Big Show and shit in 2004 and The Rock and but yeah, I think if any brands should be pushing like putting women in the main event, it's Raw because I mean they got the talent, and Natalya against Ronda Rousey, I ain't turning that off. I'll watch it. I'm curious to watch it.
It's all right.
But yeah, Natalya's not that interesting. But I mean,
no, who'd you put there then? Who'd you put there then? Out of all that was there, like really, it'd just be her, Bayley, or Sasha Banks.
Honestly, I'm surprised. I don't like Bayley. I really don't. I don't like her gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, literally, whenever we're talking, the gauntlet match, how Stephanie McMahon introduced Bayley, she said the hugger, Bayley. Like, what the... That's
her
stupid.
character.
I get it's her character, but it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it's not interesting. Like, Ronda Rousey's the baddest woman on the planet. Becky Lynch is the man. Charlotte Flair's freaking Ric Flair's daughter. Yeah. You know, like they all got these cool ass gimmicks, and then you got the hugger.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sasha Banks is the boss, and she botches all the time, but she's got a cool nickname.
That's true.
I mean, I guess out of all of them, yeah, I guess Natalya is a good fit for it. I think it would be an interesting match.
Yeah.
I'd be very curious if freaking Natalya wins. That'd be one of them.
That'd be something.
That'd be unbelievable.
Yeah. For SmackDown here, I don't know if you really watched any of it besides what we just watched.
No, I did not watch much. I'm going to be honest, I missed it.
They opened the show with Shane McMahon saying a speech about how the McMahons are all taking over again, and then how Paige is relieved of her duties of GM. Mm-hmm. So they said she'll still be around. I don't know what she's going to be doing, but...
That sounds like shit for Paige.
I mean, what else could she do?
Exactly. I mean, I think she could be like a good manager for like a heel. What? She used to be a part of the Riot Squad or something, or who was it? Remember?
She was like the leader. It was her, and then
was it Liv Morgan and all
no,
that?
It was the Rose. I can't think. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Yeah, like that was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's whenever she like made her comeback, and it was short-lived.
But, yeah. Exactly.
But I think she could be a really good like heel manager, but I feel like this is dangerous for like her career because like I mean I guess people like.
I don't think they'll get rid of her because I mean hell, look at R-Truth. He's been in the business for probably 10 years, if not more.
But she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be like a GM, like the main role type shit.
Yeah, but she didn't do much.
I know, that's what I thought, and everybody liked her, like on Twitter and everything.
Yeah.
Never saw a negative thing about her at all. But like she was boring as GM. I'm sorry, she did jack shit.
Yeah.
You know, so I was fine with her getting relieved, but I don't know. I still wish they could get a general manager.
Get something in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So actually Becky Lynch came out to the ring, then Charlotte Flair, and then Asuka came out. They're all talking about the match, how they should have a rematch. And Vince comes out, says someone else is new or how they're complaining. And then Naomi comes out, sliding out, and then she gets a match against Asuka
I thought that was cool
for the title.
I
too.
like that because Naomi, she's a former.
She was a champion. Yeah,
she was a former champion, and like, I like matches like that where they give like the lower card and like underappreciated wrestlers like a chance, even though she lost.
Yeah,
I think it's
cool. It could boost her up towards the.
And like they put on a good match and nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Like nobody saw.
And it was the opening match.
Yeah, nobody saw Asuka against Naomi coming that night.
Yeah, for a title too.
Yeah, I'm glad.
For an opening match, so that's pretty good.
I'm glad Asuka won though. She needs to hold the title for a little bit.
How long?
I mean, honestly, if they just keep shuffling it between her, Becky, Charlotte, if they're easily better than Raw. I think Raw has the Natalya against Rousey feud compared to Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Asuka. Shit. I mean, I think they should all just keep shuffling the belts back between the three of them.
The three, yeah.
You know, think about it. Every different pay-per-view, you have those three women wrestling in a different type of match, like a Hell in a Cell match.
I mean, it'd be good. Yeah, it'd get them ratings.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think it'd be cool. A cage match, stuff like that.
Yeah. Gallows and Anderson. Actually, the Usos came out. I forget what they're complaining about. They're obviously complaining about the bar, how they won. Then Gallows and Anderson comes out, which is the Bullet Club. They said they deserve a shot since they've been in the back so long, and they fought the Usos. Then later during the match, the bar comes out with their music, start walking down, and then behind that, which you couldn't see it because the camera cut, the Sanity attacks the Usos and the Bullet Club.
I mean, you want to talk about underrated tag teams? Gallows and Anderson, they're underrated.
They're legends in Japan.
Dude, they're good freaking wrestlers. I wish they were on Raw. And I wish they could get pushed, but I think the thing with them is I want them to be a part of like a big group.
I wish they'd do AJ Styles with them, like as the Bullet Club,
like
as they did the Balor Club, and Raw, but with AJ Styles.
They need to do something like I think we need like a superior team on like Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah,
you know, I think that works. Like in WCW, they had NWO. Raw, we had Evolution, and then SmackDown, you had like Team Angle. That was cool, and like
the Edgeheads.
You know, they all. That's probably why they stopped doing this because they kind of dropped off. And like, what was it, Legacy with Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase or whatever. Like they had like so many. I like those big groups that like dominate for like a short period of time and then they break up strategically or whatever. And I think Gallows and Anderson need to be a part of that because it's sad because they're really good wrestlers, but
they're a good tag team.
It's hard to like. I guess it's hard to book them whenever it's just those two.
Yeah.
You know, I think they were at freaking what's it called, Halloween. They were wrestling in like a.
That was 2 years ago, I think, or last year or 2 years ago. Yeah, but that was that.
They wrestled in the freaking like
that Raw match,
or pie throwing match or something.
I think it was against the New Day.
Yeah, it was something stupid.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
But that's what they've been talking about. That's what they've been getting booked for, and like they're a really good team, and so are the Usos. Like you said during the Survivor Series, SmackDown's tag teams are stacked.
Yeah, SmackDown is, definitely.
You know, and I always forget about Gallows and Anderson, and they are one of the best. If they were on Raw,
they should be tag team.
They'd probably be the best tag team on Raw. So
yeah.
I think we need another shake up here soon or something.
I mean, I think they will during 2019 or 20 when they go to Fox.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do on that. The final match was AJ Styles and Mustafa Ali versus Daniel Bryan and Andre Almas. I think I said it right. If not,
he's an NXT guy. He has to be, right?
He just came up maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali hits the 5-4 move on Bryan to pin him and win the match.
Which is freaking amazing.
You just saw that, yeah.
I
told you.
What was it? Who did Mustafa Ali fight? Was it Buddy something?
Buddy, yeah, maybe.
Well, it was on. I think it was Survivor Series.
He was on 205 for the longest time, yeah.
The guy who's he's dating Alexa Bliss, I think.
Yeah.
He wrestled him, and I was watching the match with you. You were on your phone or something, diddling away, and I was like, "Luke, this is one of the best matches on this card. This is interesting as hell."
Might have been SummerSlam, but yeah.
But I mean, like I said, like I was talking about earlier, this is what the point I was getting to. If we keep like pushing these young stars, I'm down with that. Because like guys like Neville never got pushed, and he was a really good wrestler, and he could do moves like this. Mm-hmm. Like you go back 10 years too, you got like Evan Bourne, guys like that were the fans loved, but they never got pushed.
There was another one in that big unit. I can't think of it right now. That beat up like John Cena and CM Punk, and they joined that club.
Are you talking about like Nexus's group?
Yeah, Nexus. Yeah, there was a really good like guy like that. It wasn't Evan Bourne, but it was someone else too.
I can't remember. I didn't like.
But yeah,
I that's whenever I stopped watching wrestling for a little bit was the Nexus storyline. But yeah, like I like Mustafa Ali. I'm jumping like you're on the Pete Dunne bandwagon. I'm on the Mustafa Ali.
All right.
You know,
that's fine.
But this is huge. He pinned Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he did pin Daniel Bryan.
Hopefully he's not going to be like a Shelton Benjamin type in like the early 2000s.
Where's he at?
Exactly. Like he pinned Triple H. That was like the biggest thing of his career. Like he pinned Triple H 1, 2, 3 like in Triple H's prime during Evolution, and they did jack shit with it. Mm-hmm. Didn't